issue of women's rights and the feminist movement is something that, for majority of my life, something I've been interested in and have looked into. And it hasn't been until really this past year that I've really gotten involved in it, and that I've really started focusing on it and really paying attention. And I feel like it's an issue that needs to be brought to more women's attention. It seems like lately there's always some kind of new story about women's rights and pretty much men trying to take them away or feel like they have some kind of power over us to be able to do that. And it's like they think that we can't think for ourselves, or that we're somehow not worthy enough of making choices and knowing what's best for us and being able to have our own autonomy. And being a woman in a male-dominated society is bad enough. You know, you don't get taken seriously. It seems like anytime a woman tries to speak up for herself, at least in my experience, it gets knocked down. On a daily basis, I hear jokes, and I use that term very loosely because it's really just offensive to me, about how women need to stay in their place, or how women somehow aren't as valuable as men. And it's just this constant, like, nagging voice in your head, and it gets under your skin after a while. And, you know, and it saddens me when other women are, like, laughing about it, or, like, making jokes along with it, or they legitimately, like, just don't understand what's going on. And I'm just like, I think people need to be more aware of how we aren't taken seriously at all. We're valued upon our looks. You know, you're either not pretty enough or you're too pretty, but then people mistake that for you being dumb, and that you only value your looks. And that's all you want to accomplish in your life, is be pretty. And in turn, it creates a lot of low self-esteem. And that's why you see so many, like, eating disorders among women. This constant voice from the media and society that we have to look a certain way. But yet, even if we do look that way, what does that get us? A husband? That's not what every woman wants. And for the women who do want to go out and have a career, you know, they end up getting paid less than their male counterparts holding the same positions. And it's like we can never really win. And so rare for us to kind of have that woman to look up to who has it all. And it's like we put them on this pedestal every time we find one. It's like a unicorn or something. And it's really sad. Like, this is the message we're sending to all the young girls out there, is that you need to be pretty or else you're not going to make it anywhere in life. Or if you do make it anywhere in life, you're still going to be making less money than the men. And so you're never going to quite reach that satisfaction. Or if you do, you know, become really successful and, you know, you worked hard for it and you're really, you know, stern about it and you want things done a certain way, and, you know, you tell people how to do their job because, shock, you're the boss, because you have worked that hard to get to that level, No, you're not just a woman working in a boss position. You're, for lack of better words, a bitch. But yet a man goes and does that same exact thing, but he's just the boss. There's no name calling, no nothing. It's this double standard that we see all the time. And it's like, how are we supposed to live up to these expectations that people have set forth for us? And we can't even live up, like, is there really any expectations to live up to? We really, I feel like our lives are spent trying to overcome these obstacles. Like, it's a daily struggle. And why? Because we're women? Because we're female? I don't see what separates me from a guy other than basic body parts. To me, there is no difference. But there's always this comparison. And it's like we're never good enough. I feel that's the message we're being sent, is we're never good enough. Because unless we reach this image that has been set forth by society, where it's basically women should just be quiet and look hot. And for some women that may work. For a lot of women, such as myself, that doesn't. And when we finally speak up for ourselves and we truly want to be heard, we don't get taken seriously at all. But I feel if we just continue to stand together, women need to stand together. And I think we all need to be aware that we are looked down upon. And there are females out there who don't see that side, but I personally, I don't see how they don't. To me, it's blatantly obvious. Just turn on the TV, go see a movie, read a book. You know, there's a reason why anytime there is like the strong female lead character, it's so like widely talked about and so praised. It's because we don't get that often. We're always kind of the damsel in distress, or, you know, the hot girlfriend, or the hot neighbor, or the over-sexualized female character who does things that no normal woman would do in a everyday situation, yet that's the characters that are being portrayed for us. And it's sad that even just powerful females in general, you know, such as Oprah, for example, or Tina, we grasp on to these women because it's so rare that we find one that is just completely breaks the stereotype that's been set for us. But yet, you never see that with guys. When you see like male celebrities, they're just another male celebrity. But with female celebrities, or just females in general, you never see them talking about guys and putting them in like this really special category of men. They're always just men. But with females, it's like, oh no, this one's really special because we haven't seen one like this in a really long time, and we need to, shine a light on it. And it's sad, like, why can't we just all just be treated the same? Why does it have to be so, like, it's sad that when a strong female comes around, it's like shocking, and we need to praise her. And I feel like we do need to praise her just for the basic fact that we need to shine light on, hey, there are lots of other women like this. We'll let her be our role model because no one else is really getting the picture. But I hope for a day when we will all be treated equal, which I know is maybe not exactly realistic, but it's pretty sad that all we want is not to be treated like trash. But yet that's so much to ask for. So that's my 2 cents on the subject matter, and that's kind of how I've been looking at life for the past year. And that's my little insight.